Yo, what up guys, AB here. Today I'm going to talk about the top 10 strongest ML unit you can get from the Blessing of Radiance, however you call it, the Milestone of Radiance. So, because this Milestone of Radiance, you can only get units up to MLTU, um, which is quite limiting because you cannot get Bonka, you cannot get Skills, you cannot get Tenebria, you cannot get DN, you cannot get Yuha, and they're like one of like the strongest RTA units right now, and even in Guild Defense, right, or even Arena. But that's fine. I'll talk about the other units that are really good. So, first of all, obviously the tanks, right, and the Soul Weavers. So Maid Chloe and RUELE, they're number one and number two. I'll say RUELE is number one, followed by Maid Chloe number two. So for RUELE, you just build her like mine, right? You just build her like fast and 100 ER and some bulk. So she's pretty straightforward. You can run her on either Idols or Candlestick. I prefer Idols though, right? So this is my RUELE build. And for Maid Chloe, you want to run her fast too, with like 23k health. If you cannot run her this fast, that's fine too, but you definitely want 23k health so you can survive, Renarks and stuff, right? And you want to run this artifact on Maid, or you can run her on like Idols or Water's Origin, it doesn't matter. But yeah, Maid and RUELE, they are 1-2 for sure. They are like the strongest units in both RTA and I guess even Arena. I guess Maid Chloe is pretty good in Arena too. But yeah, Maid Chloe and RUELE definitely the strongest ML5 units, considering the fact that it's up to Taeyu. So what is after Maid Chloe and RUELE? So after Maid Chloe and RUELE, I would say Luna. So Luna is probably number 3 on my list. Luna is like, crazy good in this meta because like, she has like one of like the strongest S3 in the game. So definitely Luna, and she's really good in Guild Wars too. So for Luna, you just want to build her like fast, right, with immunity. The thing is, she's kind of flexible, so even if she's slow, it doesn't matter too. It really depends, right? Like Luna is a very flexible unit. So, just give her whatever gear you can and she's gonna work. You just need health, defense, and some speed and immunity. So after Luna, I would recommend. Okay, so after Luna, it's kind of rough because these units they're all very good. So after Luna, I would recommend. It depends on your playstyle, right? But if you do not have Solitaria, I'll get Solitaria, because Solitaria is one of like the force bands in RTA, right? She's good against Flan and stuff like that. So I recommend Solitaria and BELIAN as 4-5 because both of them have like pretty much the same job. They are a force band, so BELIAN prevents enemy from soul burning, and Solitaria stops focus units, right? So I would say Solitaria and BELIAN is a close 4-5. Especially if you open her steady, you're gonna see a lot of flans, right? So what is after that? I'll recommend Fallen Cecilia and Last of the Crow, because Last of the Crow is really good against the new limited unit Biblis, and he's really good against Furion. And Fallen Cecilia is really good against okay, all my units are not geared. Apologies. She's really good against Renark, and she's really good against fixed damage units like Pera. Although Pera is like lesser played, but you never know, right? So I feel like FCC and Last of the Crowd, they are good 6-7. Oh, how could I forget ILYNAV? If you do not have okay, she's really good. So she's probably number 3 after Maid Chloe and RUELE. So there we go. So once you have like ILYNAV, FCC and Crow, definitely want to go for a DPS like Celine, Polly even. Polly is really good against focus units too, because she reduces the resources like both fighting spirit and focus units. So she helps against Taeyu, she helps against like zero comms where they go Taeyu flan and stuff like that. So definitely want to go Polly. So Polly is like probably after Fallen Cecilia, ILYNAV and Crow. After that, it's kind of up to the player themselves, right? So, Tywin is good, Bao is good, Brazilia is good, like even Conquer is not the worst, like she's still playable. Like Ara is very good, Lionheart is very good. So after that, it really depends on the player itself. But I would recommend just picking whatever you need, right? Because it's really hard to say. Even strays, right? If you do not have strays, So it really depends on what you do not have. But even Shu is good. So there are a lot of good MLs, but they're all very niche compared to the ones I mentioned before. So let's recap, right? So first it's make Chloe and Rel. They're number 1 and 2. So third, you definitely want to pick Luna and ILYNAV. They're like a solid 3 and 4, right? So they're both very strong. And fifth, you want BELIAN and Solitaria. So they are 5-6 for me. So after BELIAN and Solitaria, that's where we go with the Knights, right? So Last Rider Quell and FCC, they're pretty good too. So they're like my 7 and 8. And after that, it's really up to you. Like all the remaining units, it really depends on what you do not have, right? So it's really up to you. Like for 9 and 10, it's a toss up between Poly, Loa, um, and even Pera, right? ML Pera. So Poly, Loa, Pera, even Hengai, right? So they're all really good. Even Shu, but I'll say Shu is less good compared to the rest. Like Celine, if you do not have her, Strace, if you do not have him, and even Sharon, if you do not have her, because like she combos really well with Renak. So 9 and 10 is very flexible. It really depends on what you do not have and how you want to play the game. So I would say for 9 and 10, it really depends on your play style. Even Arya is really good if you're a turn 2 player. So, but I would say like for what I recommended from number 1 to number 8, the top 8 strongest ML, it's lesser flexible because those units are just way too good for what their role is and what they do, right? So you definitely cannot. Those units are not interchangeable, so definitely want to have them. And yeah, I guess that's all I have for today, right? So hope this helps, and hope this helps you to select your ML5 from the selector. And thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.